Bay window to the heart's dawn. Have you ever stood at your bedroom window just as dawn cracks open, the first light brushing your face like a promise, and felt your heart whisper, soft but sure, that today could be yours, truly yours? The world still quiet, maybe just the hum of a neighbor's sprinkler in your Minnesota cul-de-sac, or the distant foghorn from a Maine harbor, and you're 41, coffee mug warm in your hands, wondering if this light could guide you past the haze of yesterday's rush. Oh, honey, I've stood there too at 36, peering through the lace-curtained window of our old craftsman in Portland, Oregon, the Willamette River misting just beyond the yard. Those Pacific Northwest mornings, with their farmers' market bustle and rain-soaked book readings at cozy indie shops, held my heart's quiet ache, a divorce that left me untethered, kids' school plays tugging my strings, while freelance deadlines loomed like storm clouds over Mount Hood. We'd gather at those markets, women in flannel swapping kale recipes and whispered fears over cider mugs. But dawn? It was my sanctuary, where the light slipped through like a note passed under the door. That morning, curtains swaying soft, I leaned into the frame, no rush to check emails or pack lunches. Inhale the damp cedar from backyard firs we'd string with fairy lights for summer barbecues. Exhale the weight of arguments left unresolved at family potlucks, the kind that lingered like smoke from 4th of July grills. The light felt like a hand then, guiding me to my heart's center, not some mystic chant, but a quiet knowing, like the one I'd felt swapping stories at women's retreats in the Cascades, campfires crackling as we unraveled our knots. Sister, find your window now. Maybe it's the bay window in your Atlanta loft, city waking slow below, or a farmhouse pane in Iowa, field stretching like an open palm. Let that dawn touch you. Feel it warm your chest, easing the clench from boardroom silences where your pitch got sidelined, or the hollow of solo Thanksgivings after the kids moved out. I leaned deeper then, palms open like the pages of my journal from those library write-ins, and oh, the whisper, my heart nudging me toward dreams I'd shelved, opening a tiny tea shop downtown, steeping blends inspired by my grandma's Appalachian herbals, shared over women's storytelling nights. What's your heart whispering today? A call to start that blog on midlife reinvention, posts blooming like the peonies you tend at community garden plots, or signing up for that pottery class at the rec center, hands shaping clay like your own reshaping days. Breathe it in, slow, like savoring the light's first glow, and feel the path unfold, not forced, but natural as dawn creeping over hills. Forgiveness flickered there, soft as candlelight, forgiving the ex who dimmed my spark, the mirror that judged my laugh lines at boutique try-ons, myself for the years I rushed past my own heart's call. As the sun climbs, painting your world gold, feel that guidance settle. A path lit just for you, darling. No map needed. Across this dawn-draped America, from desert sunrises to coastal glows, we women catch these whispers, sharing them like recipes at church suppers. So, step to your window today. What's your heart's dawn saying? Share it below. Your light might spark another's. Hit subscribe on the Heart's Whisper. Tap that bell. We'll greet these mornings together. Because in every ray your path glows, murmuring, "You're the dawn, sweet soul. Walk your light." Footsteps on the heart's golden path. Picture yourself lacing up sneakers for a morning jog, the sidewalk stretching like a golden thread under your feet, and each step hums with purpose, like your heart's laying out a path that feels right, even if the day's chaos waits just around the bend. The air's crisp in your suburban Dallas neighborhood, mockingbirds trilling from live oaks, and you're 47, sweat beading as you pause, wondering if these steps could lead past the clutter of deadlines and doubts. Lord, I felt that rhythm at 39, jogging the trails around our Raleigh rental, the Carolina pines, whispering secrets as the sun peeked through. Those southern mornings, with their tailgate cheers and church choir hums from gospel brunches, carried my weight, a layoff that clipped my wings as a marketing lead, single parenting through soccer games where I cheered loud to drown out my own quiet fears. We'd gather post-game, moms and visors swapping juice box tips and job hunt woes over picnic spreads, but those runs, they carved my path, breath sinking with each footfall on pine needle trails. That day, sneakers scuffing soft, I slowed by a creek, no rush to beat the clock. Inhale the sweet gum tang from autumn markets, exhale the knots from pitches ignored at networking mixers under hotel chandeliers. The path glowed then, not a race, but a rhythm, like the line dances we laughed through at barn weddings, steps guiding me to my heart's beat, dreams stirring, launching a mentorship circle for young creatives, sparked by my own sketches shared at art walks. Sister, feel your footsteps now, maybe pounding pavement in a Chicago park, lake breeze cooling your stride, or a coastal path in San Diego. Waves cheering your pace. Let that path unfold. Sense it steady your core, loosening the grip of family rifts simmering at reunion barbecues, or the sting of dreams deferred since college poetry slams. I ran deeper then, pulse matching the trail's curve, heart whispering to dust off that novel draft tucked in a drawer since writers' retreats in the Blue Ridge, pages waiting like steps untraced. What's your heart's path calling? A nudge to join that community choir, harmonizing at holiday concerts, or starting a vlog on urban gardening, roots tying back to your Nana's Bronx victory plots? Step into it, breath fueling each stride, easy, and watch purpose pave your way, golden as sunrise trails. Forgiveness fell in step there, light as leaves, pardoning the boss who overlooked my fire, the years I outran my own desires at corporate 5Ks. As the road curves, your path shines, a trail blazed by your own heart, where the footsteps love, treading paths across this land, from Midwest tracks to mountain loops. So, lace up today. What's one step your heart's urging? Drop it in the comments. Your trail lights ours. Subscribe to The Heart's Whisper. Keep pacing with us. Our steps align. In every stride, guidance hums. You're the path, brave heart. Tread true. Glow of the heart's morning fire. Ever stoke a morning fire in your backyard pit? Embers crackling as dawn warms the logs, and feel a glow kindle inside, like your heart's fanning a flame that could light the whole day through? The scent of cedar smoke curling in your Colorado patio, and you're 53, rocking in a camp chair, pondering if this warmth could burn away the chill of yesterday's doubts. Bless me, I felt that glow at 42, tending a fire in our flagstone pit outside our Taos adobe, the Sangre de Cristos blushing pink beyond the sagebrush. Those Southwest mornings, with their chilly cook-off cheers and pottery market hums under cottonwood shade, hid my embers, a health scare that dimmed my spark, caregiving shifts for aging parents that banked my own dreams like ash. We'd gather at those markets, women in turquoise swapping clay tips and tear-stained tales over tamales. But fire mornings? They kindled me, breath fanning flames as logs caught light. That dawn, sparks snapping soft, I stirred the coals, no hurry to check hospice schedules. Inhale the piney smoke from festival bonfires. Exhale the embers of fear from doctors' waiting rooms with their sterile hum. The glow rose then, warm as the blankets we'd wrap around at solstice drum circles, heart whispering to relight my ceramics hobby, pot spinning stories from Mesa Muses. Darlin', tend your fire now, maybe a chimenea in your Arizona courtyard, cactus shadows dancing, or a fire pit in Maine's piney woods, fog lifting slow. Let that glow ignite you. Feel it warm your chest, melting the frost from missed promotions at women's leadership luncheons, or the ache of friendships faded at book club potlucks. I stoked higher then, embers mirroring my heart's fire, dreams crackling, opening a studio for trauma survivors, hands shaping clay at wellness fairs like those I'd led post-recovery. What's your heart's fire sparking? A call to teach yoga at the community center, flows echoing your own healing from divorce mediations, or penning essays for local zines, words flaring from your Midwest roots? Breathe it, deep, like fanning flames, and watch purpose blaze, steady as a hearth's heart. Forgiveness glowed soft there, ash light, absolving the diagnosis that dimmed my days, the me who banked her light for others' warmth. As flames climb, your glow holds, a beacon for the day's dance. Were the fires, sweet one, kindling across this land, from desert hearths to forest flames. So, stoke yours today. What's one spark in your fire? Share it below. Your blaze warms us. Like, subscribe to the heart's whisper. Let's burn bright together. Our glows entwine. In every ember, strength crackles. You're the fire, fierce soul, blaze bold. Ripples of the heart's quiet stream. Imagine dipping your toes in a morning stream, water rippling cool over your feet, and sensing a ripple within, like your heart's casting pebbles of purpose, each one spreading calm across your day's surface. The dragonfly skimming low in your Vermont backyard creek, and you're 45, barefoot on mossy stones, wondering if this flow could carry you past the eddies of routine. Oh mercy, those ripples touched me at 38, wading a creek behind our Asheville bungalow, the Smokies mist veiling the dawn like a hymn from bluegrass revivals. Those Appalachian mornings, with their fiddler jams and quilt auction hums at county fairs, lapped my shores, a breakup that left me adrift, solo parenting through science fair buzz that mirrored my own unmoored whirl. We'd picnic by those creeks, women in sundresses trading cornbread recipes and heartbreak maps over checkered cloths, but streamside dawns. They rippled me steady, breath matching the water's glide over pebbles. That morning, toes curling in the chill, I lingered, no rush to pack lunches or pitch articles. Inhale the mossy damp from fern-lined banks we'd hike on girls' getaways. Exhale the ripples of resentment from custody calls that churned like white water. The flow stirred then, gentle as the banjo strums from porch jams, heart whispering to restart my blog on Appalachian folklore, posts flowing like streams from my granny's tales. Sister, step into your stream now, maybe a babbling brook in Oregon's Willamette Valley, vineyard hills framing the flow, or a city fountain in Philly's park, pigeons cooing rhythm. Let those ripples spread. Feel them soothe your core, calming the swirls from workplace slights at team retreats, or the tug of empty nest silences at family reunion potlucks. I waded deeper then, water lapping my ankles, heart nudging me to lead creekside writing circles, pens dipping like pebbles at literary fests. What's your heart stream rippling? A pull to weave family recipes into a cookbook, flavors simmering from your Creole roots at gumbo cook-offs, or mentoring kids at the library story hour, tales rippling like your own childhood bedtime reads. Wade in, breath soft as the current, and watch purpose ripple outward, serene as a stream song. Forgiveness flowed clear there, pebble smooth, pardoning the ex's waves of absence, the years I let my current stall at editorial desks. As the stream sparkles, your ripples hold, a tide for the day's drift. We're the streams, love, flowing across this land, from bayou bends to mountain rills. So, dip into yours today. What's one ripple in your heart? Cast it in the comments. Your flow carries ours. Subscribe to the heart's whisper. Like the stream's hum, our ripples merge. In every lap, peace glides. You're the current gentle soul, flow free, embrace of the heart's morning breeze. Ever feel a morning breeze brush your face as you step onto your balcony, like a soft hand guiding you toward the day, and sense an embrace within, your heart wrapping you in quiet courage, ready to meet whatever lies beyond the rail? The city waking slow below your Boston high-rise, and you're 58, scarf loose from a craft fair find, pondering if this lift could carry you past the weight of routine's pull. Sweet Lord, I felt that embrace at 44, leaning over our Nashville balcony, the Cumberland River glinting like a promise under Music Row's dawn. Those Tennessee mornings, with their honky-tonk echoes and farmers' market bustle, held my burdens, a career pivot from teaching to freelance editing that swayed like a bad chord, mothering teens through prom dramas that echoed my own heart's old refrains. We'd sway at those markets, women in boots trading jam jars and job tips over bluegrass strums. But balcony breezes, they lifted me, breath sinking with the air's soft sweep. That dawn, scarf fluttering free, I stood still, no urge to check texts or tame schedules. Inhale the honeysuckle drift from backyard trellises we'd string for block parties. Exhale the gusts of guilt from manuscripts returned with red ink at writers' conferences. The embrace held then, gentle as the line dance steps we'd laugh through at barn dances. Heart whispering to restart my poetry chapbook. Verses blooming like the wildflowers we'd pick on smoky mountain trails. Darlin', feel your breeze now, maybe on a Seattle rooftop. Sound sparkling below. Or a Montana porch. Prairie winds whispering wide, let it wrap you. Sense it ease your frame, lifting the drag from boardroom oversights at women's summits, or the ache of lost connections at college reunion brunches. I leaned into it then, hands gripping the rail, heart nudging me to host open mic nights at the local dive, voices rising like breezes from diverse muses, Latinx poets to bluegrass bards. What's your heart's breeze lifting? A call to lead a book club on feminist classics, pages turning at library nooks, or planting a rooftop herb garden. Sprigs tying to your Italian nonna's sauce secrets. Breathe it, light, like wind on skin, and watch purpose soar, free as a hawk's glide. Forgiveness fluttered there, soft as feathers, absolving the rejections that grounded my words, the me who clipped her wings for others' airs. As dawn lifts, your embrace steadies, a wind for the way ahead. Were the breezes, love, sweeping across this land from coastal gusts to heartland zephyrs. So, step into yours today. What's one breeze your heart's catching? Share it below. Your lift carries us. Like, subscribe to the Heart's Whisper. Let's soar together. Our breezes blend. In every gust, courage sighs. You're the wind, bold spirit, rise high. Crown of the heart's morning throne. Imagine sinking into a plush chair on your sunlit porch, coffee steaming beside you, and feeling a crown settle, not of gold, but of quiet knowing, like your heart's claiming its rightful place to lead your day with grace. The roses nodding in your Virginia garden bed, and you're 62, sweater soft from a local yarn shop, wondering if this rain could guide you past the shadows of doubt's long rule. Bless my soul, I claimed that crown at 46, perched on our Richmond porch swing, the James River glinting through dogwood blooms like a scepter's shine. Those Virginia mornings, with their historic trail walks and oyster roast hums at riverfront fests, veiled my abdications. A widow's grief that dethroned my joy, elder care shifts that sidelined my own studio dreams from art school days. We'd gather at those roasts, women in pearls swapping crab dip recipes, and whispered losses over sweet tea. But porch thrones, they crowned me, breath settling like a mantle over shoulders. That dawn, swing creaking soft, I rested. No need to rush lesson plans or check voicemails. Inhale the rose perfume from heritage gardens we tour on girls' weekends. Exhale the shadows of sorrow from memorial services under stained glass. The crown gleamed then, steady as the chandelier glow from book club salons, heart whispering to reopen my easel. Canvases painting stories from plantation ghosts to modern matriarchs at heritage fairs. Sweetheart, claim your throne now. Maybe a wicker seat in your Santa Barbara patio, ocean air salting the breeze, or a Chicago stoop, city waking sharp below. Let it anoint you. Feel it grace your brow, easing the weight of legacy riffs at family estate dinners, or the dim of passion shelved since community theater auditions. I reigned fuller then, swing swaying regal, heart nudging me to mentor young painters at the rec center, brushes dancing like scepters for survivors' stories. What's your heart's throne crowning? A call to curate a gallery show for local muses, frames glowing at art walks, or penning a memoir of your Tidewater roots, pages raining at literary luncheons? Settle in, breath deep as royal decree, and watch purpose rise, majestic as a river's flow. Forgiveness adorn there, gem bright, absolving the years I knelt to grief's rule, the self who dimmed her reign for others' courts. As light gilds your seat, your crown shines, a scepter for the day's dance. We're the thrones, darling, ruling realms of light across this land, from bayou banks to mountain manors. So, ascend yours today. What's one crown your heart's claiming? Proclaim it below. Your reign inspires ours. Subscribe to the heart's whisper like the thrones hold. Our crowns align. In every dawn, sovereignty sings. You're the queen, radiant soul. Rule true.